Ever heard of an island where humans are forbidden? Welcome to Snake Island. Nestled just off the coast of Brazil, this island, officially known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, is home to an estimated 2,000 to 4,000 golden lancehead vipers. These aren't your average garden snakes, folks. The venom of these serpents is so potent, it can melt human flesh. This is primarily why the Brazilian government has prohibited any visitation to the island. The safety of potential visitors is paramount, of course, but the protection of these snakes is also a key concern. These vipers are critically endangered, and Snake Island is their only known habitat. Despite its dangerous reputation, the island has a certain allure, a sense of the forbidden that fascinates and terrifies in equal measure. But remember, this is one adventure best left to the imagination. So, if you're planning a trip to Brazil, it's best to keep Snake Island off your itinerary. When you think of Brazil, do you think of airplanes? Well, you should. This might come as a surprise to many, but Brazil indeed has a deeper connection with aircraft than one might initially think. Brazil, a nation known for its vibrant culture, lush rainforests, and famous footballers, also holds a unique record. It has more airports than any other country in the world, surpassing even the United States. Yes, you heard it right. The country's vast geographical expanse and diverse topography have made air travel an essential mode of transportation. From the bustling metropolises to the remote Amazonian outposts, airports dot the landscape of Brazil, making the skies an ever-busy runway of flights. But Brazil's love affair with aircraft doesn't stop at the sheer number of airports. The nation has a rich and storied history in aviation, a testament to which is the life of Alberto Santos Dumont, a man often referred to as the father of aviation. Born in the late 19th century, Santos Dumont was a pioneer in aviation. Unlike many of his contemporaries who were focused on lighter-than-air flight, Santos Dumont was a strong advocate of heavier-than-air flight. His contributions to the field of aviation were groundbreaking, with his designs setting the stage for the future of air travel. Santos Dumont's legacy is deeply embedded in Brazil's culture. He's not just a historical figure, he's a national hero, a symbol of innovation and resilience. His spirit of invention and exploration reflects in Brazil's ongoing passion for aviation, evident in the country's numerous airports and thriving aviation industry. So, Brazil's love for aircraft isn't just about the numbers, it's about a rich history, a pioneering spirit, and a commitment to connecting people across vast distances. It's about a country that values the sky as much as the ground, a country that looks up and dreams. So next time you gaze at the sky, remember the country that keeps it buzzing, Brazil. Ever felt like time was playing tricks on you? In Brazil, it might just be. Brazil, the fifth largest country in the world, stretches across 4 time zones. Now that might not seem so unusual, but let's dive a little deeper. Consider China, a country of comparable size. Despite its vastness, China operates on a single time zone. Yes, that's right. From the bustling streets of Beijing to the remote corners of Xinjiang, it's the same time everywhere. But Brazil, oh Brazil, it dances to a different rhythm. From Acre time in the west to Fernando de Noronha time in the east, Brazil operates on 4 distinct time zones. But wait, it gets more interesting. While most countries adjust their clocks by an hour for daylight saving time, parts of Brazil used to shift their time by just 30 minutes. Yes, half an hour. A slight shift in time, enough to bask a little longer under the Brazilian sun. But this practice was abolished in 2019, making time a bit less tricky, but no less fascinating. Now let's add another twist. The state of Acre, located in the westernmost part of Brazil, is technically in the same time zone as the eastern part of Peru. But in practice, Acre operates 2 hours ahead of its Peruvian neighbors. Time, it seems, is not just a matter of longitude, but also of convention. And there's more. Brazil's decision to adopt 4 time zones wasn't a straightforward one. It was a process of trial and error, of political debate and public opinion. It was a decision that sought to balance the needs of commerce with the rhythms of nature, the ticking of clocks with the rising and setting of the sun. So you see, time in Brazil is not just a matter of hours and minutes. It's a tapestry woven with threads of geography, culture, politics, and sunlight. It's a dance that moves to the rhythm of the sun and the beat of human activity. So in Brazil, you can travel through time without the need for a time machine. We all love a good dish, but in Brazil, they take it to another level. In the heart of Brazil, where the sun shines brightly and the rhythm of samba echoes through the streets, there's a dish that's as vibrant and diverse as the country itself. It's called Feijoada, the national dish of Brazil. This isn't just a meal, it's a celebration of flavors, a feast for the senses, a symphony of taste that plays a sweet melody on your palate. Feijoada is an intoxicating blend of black beans, pork and beef, slowly simmered to perfection. Each spoonful is a rich explosion of hearty flavors, a culinary masterpiece that's as soulful as the Brazilian people themselves. But what makes Feijoada truly special is its cultural significance. This isn't just a dish, it's a reflection of Brazil's history, its traditions, and its people. The name Feijoada comes from feijão, Portuguese for beans, a staple ingredient in Brazilian cuisine. The dish traces its roots back to the times of slavery, when African slaves would concoct this hearty stew using leftover meats from their masters' tables, transforming humble ingredients into a flavorful feast. In Brazil, Feijoada is more than just food, it's a social event. Traditionally served on Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's a time when friends and family gather together, sharing laughter and stories over a pot of this delicious stew. The dish is often accompanied by rice, collard greens, and a sprinkling of farofa, a toasted cassava flour mixture, creating a medley of textures that dance delightfully on your tongue. Enjoying Feijoada isn't just about satisfying your hunger, it's about experiencing the Brazilian way of life, a celebration of community, culture, and above all, a love for good food. Every bite is a journey through Brazil's vibrant culture, its rich history, and its warm, welcoming people. It's a dish that's steeped in tradition, a dish that tells a story, a dish that's a true testament to the resilience and spirit of the Brazilian people. Feijoada, a dish that's a true testament to the vibrant Brazilian culture. Welcome to the green lung of our planet, the Amazon rainforest. This colossal ecosystem, spanning over 2 million square miles, is a vital cog in the global climate machinery. Nestled within Brazil's heartlands, it's not just a forest, it's a living, breathing entity that plays a pivotal role in maintaining the world's atmospheric balance. The Amazon's grandeur is not just in its size, but also in its role as the world's largest natural carbon sink. It absorbs billions of tons of carbon dioxide every year, acting as a buffer against the escalating climate change. Each tree in this vast, verdant sea is a soldier in the fight against global warming, absorbing carbon and releasing oxygen, truly making it the planet's green lung. But the Amazon is more than just a climate regulator. It's a cornucopia of life. It's home to a staggering amount of biodiversity, with millions of species, many of which are yet to be discovered. From the smallest insect to the majestic jaguar, from the humble leafcutter ant to the vibrant macaw, the Amazon is a symphony of life in all its forms. This verdant expanse is also a treasure trove of medicinal plants, many of which hold the keys to unlocking cures for diseases. Indigenous communities have long revered the forest for its healing properties, and modern science is only just beginning to understand its potential. But this green lung is under threat. Deforestation, driven by logging, mining, and agriculture, is eating away at this vital organ of our planet. The loss of this forest doesn't just mean the loss of species and ancient cultures. It means the destabilization of global climate systems, potentially leading to catastrophic consequences. The Amazon rainforest, a precious gem that we all need to protect. It's not just Brazil's responsibility, it's a global one. For the sake of our future, for the sake of life on Earth, we must all stand as guardians of this green lung, this treasure of biodiversity, this bastion of life.